Hi there, everybody. My name is Michael Lay, and welcome to another anatomy dissection video. So today, despite it being a sunny day, is actually kind of sad because I really do enjoy making these videos, and this will be probably my last one for some time. Alrighty, so today I am going to be talking about the kidney. Now, I know that the assignment said a sheep kidney dissection, but apparently this was a pig kidney, according to the packaging right here. And now I was wondering, like, oh, is the packaging wrong? This should be a sheep kidney, right? But after doing some research, I did finally confirm that this indeed is a pig kidney. And the reason being is because it's more ovular in shape, whereas a sheep kidney is more circular. Now, let's talk about kidney physiology, and in doing so, we'll be able to understand the anatomy of it a little bit better. So, in simple terms, the kidney acts to filter blood. It acts to eliminate waste um, in our blood and then excrete that waste into urine. And it does this and yeah, basically it maintains fluid homeostasis within our body. So now let's talk about the blood entering the system, right? So blood enters the blood enters the kidney through this area right here, which is the renal hilum. So it enters via an artery. It then is filtered by the nephrons of the kidney, and then it exits via the renal vein, and then we also have another system right here, and this is the superior portion of the ureter. We know that it's the superior portion because the kidney is superior to the urinary bladder, which is where the ureter connects. Okay, so let's go on this journey of our fluid. So the journey begins in, well, actually, it begins in the kidney at the renal artery. Now, the renal artery then deposits this, or sorry, it runs through rather the periphery of this kidney. Now here you'll see multiple things, right? So let me get this device right here to point things out. So the more flesh-colored peripheral section of the kidney is the renal cortex. Now this is where a lot of the reabsorption of of ions occurs. So reabsorption of ions back into the blood. And then the renal medulla actually is where filtration occurs. And now filtration is what's happening. Is the elimination of these ions from the blood. And so the renal medulla actually has the loop of Henle. It's got the collecting duct. And the collecting duct is where, well, the urine is collected, or that waste that we don't want. And speaking of that, actually, so there's a lot of yellow stuff right here you might notice. And this yellow stuff is actually calcified urine. So the reason I determined that was because, well, I thought it was adipose tissue, but I also did some research on that, and adipose tissue is actually more clear substances surrounding the blood vessel. And speaking of that, there is, I like to point out some more anatomical structures here. So there's a renal sinus, which essentially has the adipose tissue, and it has these, uh, it contains this adipose tissue, and it serves as a sort of space within the kidney outside of the calyces as well. So now going back to blood and filtrate, right? So filtrate leaves the renal medulla via renal pyramids. Now let me find you guys a renal pyramid. Ah, right here. Perfect. So this is a renal pyramid, more or less. It encompasses a cortex, a medulla, and then it also is separated by renal columns. So each renal column, for the most part, has a renal pyramid within it. Now the renal pyramid then rather, filtrate then flows from the renal pyramid down into this calyx system. So into minor calyces. Here's a minor calyx. Here's another minor calyx. Here's another one. Here's another one. This is another pyramid right here, another pyramid right here. And then ultimately, these minor calyces lead to a major calyx. The major calyx actually contains the renal pelvis as well. And so then this urine, this concentrated urine exits this little hole right here. which we know is the superior portion of the ureter. So I think that covered all of the anatomy of this kidney right here. I talked about the physiology. I talked about how blood is filtered and the waste is excreted in urine. And yeah, I think that covers everything. Well, thank you again, everybody, for joining me today. I hope you guys learned a lot about the kidney. Hopefully, I was able to describe everything well for you guys. Again, this is one of my last dissection videos. I'm kind of sad about it, but that's okay. I'll probably see you guys soon anyway. Thanks so much. Bye bye.